Hello everyone and welcome to this week's episode of Minecraft Disney World. This week we're headed over to Fantasyland where we're going to be taking a look at an attraction that has been around physically since day one, but often gets overlooked probably because it's not a ride and you do need to take a boat to get there. We're going to be looking at Tom Sawyer Island. Now, Tom Sawyer Island, like I said, was physically in Disney World since day one. However, the attraction itself didn't open until 1973, so a couple of years later. And like I mentioned, you actually have to take rafts over there. And what they are a series of islands that depict different locations and scenes from the adventures of Tom Sawyer, which is the Mark Twain book. And you take these rafts, which are actually named after characters from the novels, Tom Sawyer, Injun Joe, and Becky Thatcher. And it's sort of like a playground for younger guests to enjoy. It's got scenes that, if you've read the books or seen the movie adaptations, you would recognize, like Harper's Mill and sort of underground caves, just famous scenes where, you know, things happened within the story. Not a lot has changed with the attraction. The first major change from this attraction that opened in 1973 wasn't until 1996 when they renamed the fort, which was at the time named Fort Sam Clemens, to Fort Langhorne. And the reason they did that was because Disney was coming out with a live-action movie called Tom and Huck, and the fort was referenced in that movie, and so they wanted to tie it in. Again, Eisner loved tying together films and attractions from the parks whenever possible. And then there are a couple of minor changes. There was a cabin that appeared to be on fire that they turned off due to pipe corrosion, and there used to be a concession stand that they've replaced with vending machines. In fact, that was the latest change in 2007. It was called Aunt Polly's Dockside Inn. It stopped operating, and they replaced it with a couple of vending machines, probably to reflect the maybe shrinking in popularity of the attraction. Now, one thing that's really cool about this attraction that they still do, to my knowledge, is they place these 6 paintbrushes, and if you've read the books, you'll know why they're paintbrushes, which involves a prank that Tom Sawyer did. And they're hidden in the island by cast members every day. And if you find those paintbrushes, or one of those paintbrushes, and brings them to a cast member, you can trade it in for a fast pass. So that's really cool. And I want to thank Brogan Taylor from the MC Magic server for confirming that, because I knew they did it. I wasn't sure if they were still doing it. So yeah, it's a fun little playground. It's a place where parents can go to relax and where kids can go to play. It's nice and shaded, and it's a great way to escape the heavy crowds. And it's just a fun place to explore when maybe, you know, you don't want to wait on a super long line on that, you know, packed Magic Kingdom day. In any case, that's just a really short look at Tom Sawyer Island. Definitely, I think something you should check out once when you visit the parks. Not the sort of thing you have to revisit every time, but just to see it, that it's there. It's this little hidden corner of the Magic Kingdom. I hope everyone's enjoyed this video. I hope you all have a fantastic week. Whatever you're doing, make the most of it, because it makes it that much better. And I hope to see you all here next week for the next episode of Minecraft Disney World. Bye, everybody.